I think this is a really, really important trend for the world, because I think it provides economic opportunity, because not everyone could move to San Francisco, and so where our headquarters is. And so I think this is just you kind of democratize a lot of opportunities around the country for a lot of jobs. So I think it's a very exciting opportunity for us.
Well, that was Airbnb CEO Brian Chesky speaking to me earlier this year about the future of work. Now the vacation rental company says their employees can work remotely forever. Brian Sozzi here to talk about
Welcome
it with
to the
me.
New world. Yeah, right?
6,000 employees is what we're talking about, who can work anywhere, and that includes outside of the country. I think it's interesting that Airbnb is doing this largely because they have been big beneficiaries of the work from home movement.
It's what they do. And look, Brian Chesky has been out on the road. I've been following him on Instagram and Twitter. He's been working from really all over the world over the past few months. It's been interesting to watch his feeds. What I do like, Akiko, they are not lowering pay for workers if they move to another location. I think it was Meta last year. They said, well, if you're going to move to another location, we're going to take some money away from you. Chesky is really, I think, stepping up here and setting a tone. Now, all that said, this is a completely different thing compared to folks on Wall Street. I was talking to a couple bankers last night. They're back at the grind. They're back in the office every single day, and they have been for months on end. So it's real. Tech is doing it's one thing here, and you have Wall Street and the world of finance doing something else entirely.
And you talk about the pay implications. It's been different from one tech company to another. What I think is interesting about Airbnb is that they're actually creating a team to help employees navigate tax implications. So let's say you were working in San Francisco before, you decide you want to work outside of the country, let's say in a place like Barcelona. Well, you can also consult within the company to see, well, what are my implications on that front? So that's going to be really interesting to see where people end up among the 6,000 employees. I don't know about you. I would go straight abroad, because why not if you can work that way?
Well, yeah, you go work at Airbnb, you get a full-on TurboTax team for free. I mean, that's that's pretty cool. But look, and I have a story right now on the Yahoo Finance homepage looking at the hiring that has been going on at Airbnb. I cite data from Thinknum. Over the past month, their employee base has increased by 15%. Now, part of it is Airbnb staffing up for a potential summer travel boom. Heard that from many companies. But I suspect another part of this is employees viewing Airbnb as a top place to work.
So we did ask our viewers, how many of you actually would take up this offer? So we put out a poll on Twitter today. How many of you would work from home permanently if you could? Can we show the results? Are we surprised? 71%. I think I like the hybrid idea. And by the way, we should point out Yahoo Finance has been back in the office for a few weeks now. You've got a longer commute than I do, but it's nice to be back in the office, right?
It is. For me, I felt like I'm getting more things done, which is fascinating. But look, there's benefits to working from home a Thursday or Friday morning. You can get more of your life done. But again, for me, I like the office, I like the grind, and I like sleeping at it, basically.
Well, you're in the grind no matter where you're working.
Yeah, I'm a weird dude.
So question for you, if you could work anywhere outside of New York City, where would you go?
I don't know if I would go overseas. I would probably do California. I like that scene. It's hypercharged, it's supercharged, but by the same token, it's going to cost me a little money to do that.
Not only is it going to cost you money, it's going to cost you sleep. You have to wake up at 2:30 a.m. for that 5:30.
Well, that's why I need to go work at Airbnb if that were to happen, because I got my own tax team. There we go. Give me that tax
Connecting
team.
the two. I think I would go straight abroad. All the places you could travel, right? You could finally do it. All right. Brian, we're going to read all your stories.
All right, thank you.
Airbnb,
well,
many others.
Share them, like them, post them all over the internet.